Hi everyone, sorry that I can't physically be here, but in this video I'll be presenting and reflecting on my studio and seminar. So in studio my obsession is fencing, and in seminar my writing is about the evolution of foil grips. Let's start with the process. So in studio we started with prototyping. So as you can see here in the picture is a 1:1 size foil weapon that I made for prototype. And in seminar we find three primary sources for our writing. Then studio we made mood board. As you can see here, we have to write about things, finding pictures, as well as getting some sketches done. So in the process of making studio, I found some breakthroughs by drawing sketches in the mood board. I found the composition that I like and decided to go with that in my final version of the project. And in seminar, I found breakthroughs by looking at swords in the Met Museum, because you don't usually find swords around the cities, but the museum, like the Met, I'm able to find ancient swords and really to understand about the history of foil, fencing, and swordsmanship. So this video is the final project, and for the challenges of studio is to animate and video making in Premiere Pro. And I've done editing in Premiere Pro for a while now, but I've never really done any animations in Premiere, so I would consider that as a challenge. Okay, for seminar, the challenge really is to read the research papers for my secondary sources. That's because the research papers I've found are very technical. Most of them are about how different types of grips can trigger how muscle triggers differently, and very details into the data, the research done. And I felt like it's really hard to read through those, but it's really fun after you read through it several times. So here is the physical version of my final work. The reason why I put the physical version after the animated version is because I actually drew these triangles after I finished the animation. I actually like how the triangles composed in this version instead of how I did in the video. It's because I felt like there's more triangles in the tip of the weapon and less triangles away from the weapon. I felt like this looks a bit better than what I did in the animation. For the feedback of the presentation I've did on the first version of the final project, is to have more triangles, speed up the video, and maybe make some loop for the videos for the video. So but in seminar we didn't really get a lot of feedback because we had the presentation via Zoom. Why don't I start by showing you the updated version of the final piece. So as you can see, I've did a lot of changes with the updated version. I basically reanimated all the triangles. I started with a completely different background from white to black, and I've changed the color of the triangles from like a darker blue and red into this more neon blue with lighting coming out from the tip of the weapon going to the back. A little bit like what I did in the physical version of the final piece. And I've also added some halo effects behind the character and with some small details as well. And I hope you like it more than the one I did last time. As for loop, the video is supposed to be able to loop, but because this is on a PowerPoint, I'm unable to make the video loop. So sorry about that. For future possibilities, I felt like if I have the entire summer to work on this, I'll probably make a sculpture instead. I've never done a large sculpture before, and I felt like it will be something that is both challenging as well as being fun. So if I got no other work to work on, making sculpture will be very interesting. Well, let's see if I be able to have that opportunity in the future. Reflection. In studio, it really made me get into different territories that I don't usually go to, and I felt like that's a good thing for me because even though I go with a specific style usually, it's nice. It's good for me to sometimes try different things and to get out of jump out of the box. And in seminar, I've learned a lot about the history of fencing, the different designs of fencing grips, and as well as how muscle contrast when athletes doing certain moves in fencing. I didn't really expect that I could learn these things before, but now that I know it, it's quite nice. For the connection between studio and seminar, for me really, is to get out of comfort zone, and it really helped me to challenge myself and try different things and learn new knowledge. And I feel like I've learned a lot in this semester and will really help me in the future as well. So thank you everyone, and hope you have a great summer.